Hey, what's going on, people of the interweb? How's everybody doing today? I have some Halo 2 gameplay that is like 6 years old, maybe even more, maybe a bit less, maybe 5. It's a 1v1 with a buddy of mine that I used to play with way back in the day. Way back in the day. It's just a 1v1 on lockout. Whoever gets sniper basically wins. That's kind of how it was. And Halo 2 1v1s, for me, were just about having fun, doing crazy stuff, doing nade launches, and just overall having fun. So you can watch that if you want to, but I want to talk about Halo 2 and just talk about why I think it was so good. Halo 2 for me was the best first-person shooter I've ever played. There's so many different reasons why. I'm going to try to break it down and just talk about everything if I can. It's probably going to be a really long video, but hey, whatever. So Halo 2 had everything you want in an FPS. It had balance, it had amazing maps, it had a clan system, it had a ranking system, it had good matchmaking. What else did it have? It had button glitches. Some people don't like button glitches. I can see their point. It had super bouncing. Super bouncing was a lot of fun. It had, did I ever say custom games? It had amazing custom games. Now, we didn't have Forge back then, so, you couldn't really mess around with the map. But, you could mess around with the weapons on the map, the vehicles, and you could name it whatever you wanted to. So, some people came up with the zombies. Some people came up with Tower of Power. There were so many different custom games out there, and they were just so much fun. Now people, they just mess with Forge, and they try to get people to play their map. Back then, you had your 4 or 5 amazing games, like Cops and Robbers was kind of fun, and you just played them. You played them on different maps, and you had a lot of fun. And on top of all that, Halo 2 was really competitive. Really. MLG probably took off because of Halo 1 and Halo 2, and I can still remember this. Walshy, which he's Halo Pro, he no-scoped somebody from Sniper 3 to BR3, and it was just amazing, because back then no-scoping was so hard to do, and you never saw a pro really go for a no-scope, but it was sick. It was really sick, and if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description. That was probably the best memory I have of watching Halo 2. But yeah, so let's break everything down. First, I want to talk about the clans in Halo 2. I felt like clans in Halo 2 made the game last so much longer, and it really connected people. And I don't know why other games don't have clans, especially, Halo 4. I don't think it's going to have clans, or even Call of Duty. And this should be free. It shouldn't cost any money. It should just be, here's clans, have 100 people in your clan, and just have fun. When I first started playing Halo 2, I didn't know anybody, but, the first couple games, I got a clan invite, joined someone's clan, and what do you know, I had like 100 people I could play with instantly. Now, I don't think those people were the best players, but at that time, they were doing a lot of custom games, and I just had a ton of fun. So many great custom games. You had the 4v4, you just had everything. And that really, helped the game stay alive for so long. If you weren't really competitive and you didn't want to do matchmaking, you could do super bounces. You could do custom games. And believe me, the custom games and I'll say the 1v1s, they were so much fun. And on top of that, you would have FFAs, where you would have, I don't know the limit in Halo 2, I want to say like 15 people on lockout with snipers and BRs, and you would just keep playing until you got bored. And most of the time, I would just sit there and get like 500 kills and just keep playing, because it was a lot of fun. It really was. And on top of that, you had a really good ranking system. Now, the ranking system wasn't, the best, but it was so simple and so easy. If you won a game, your bar would move up. Once your bar fills up, you gain a level. It's really simple. You go on Bungie.net to check that out. If you lose a game, your bar goes down. You lose enough games, you lose your rank. So if I was a 20 and I kept losing, I would drop down to a 19, and so forth and so on. If I kept winning a lot, I would move up, maybe. Sometimes you would win a game, and you wouldn't go up, because what would happen is, let's say I was a 29 and my friend was a 20 and I kind of wanted to boost him up. If we got matched up against a lot of 20s and we lost, my friend would probably not go down, but I would probably definitely lose my 29, drop down to a 28, because I was kind of playing people that had less of a skill level than me and that were lower level than me by a lot. Because if you beat people that are higher level, you will go up. A couple times, like when I made new accounts, I was level 1 and we beat like level 20s, and I jumped up like 7 levels, like from 1 to 8 or something. It was awesome. But yeah, the ranking system, if you played bad, it would punish you. But if you played good, you would get a rank. And I think that's what Halo's kind of missing. With Halo Reach, you know, you play and all you get is credits, and everybody gets credits. But, you know, if you were to lose, you still get credits. You know what I mean? There's really no goal in there. I think the ranking system just needs to have a rank. And who cares if people, you know, boost other people up or try to sell their accounts? Is it really that big of a deal? I think with the credit system, it's kind of complicated. You don't know how many you're going to get per game. It should just be, if you win, you might go up, and if you lose your rank. And with Halo 4, I think they're trying to appeal to more casual people. But what I don't understand is I think that everybody wants a rank, and it's just something for your ego in a way to boost, you know what I mean? But overall, I wish they had a Halo 2 ranking system. It was so simple and so easy. But like I said, it punished you if you were kind of bad at the game. And I can see why they moved into the credit system, just to have people play Halo and not punish them. So we got that out of the way. Super bounces. Super bounces were a lot of fun. I remember one time, actually many times in Halo 2, where all I wanted to do was super bounce. Like I said, there's so many different things you could do. If you were just into super bouncing and that was your thing, you would just do custom games with other people that would love to super bounce, and you would just have a lot of fun. It was like kind of that simple. Super bouncing for me, it felt good. It really did. If you've never played Halo 2 and I was like, hey, I'll show you how to do the super bounce, it would probably take you many tries to do a simple super bounce. But once you got it down and you understand how it works, it's easy. It's so easy, and you get a lot of enjoyment out of doing it. I don't know what it is, but it's a lot of fun once you get it down. Especially the really hard ones, like the ones on Headlong where you had to super bounce to the crane and then up to a big building. Those were like so hard, but once you got it down, you felt good. You really did. You felt like you got like an A on a test. You're like, I did that. That was easy. But yeah, we had so many different groups of people in Halo 2. You know, you had the competitive person that all they wanted to do was get a 50. You had the people that all they wanted to do was super bounce. You had the people that all they wanted to do was play zombies and play fun game types. You had people that just wanted to play 1v1s. You just had a good group of people. And if you wanted a clan for that, you could easily find it. So one last thing I want to talk about is the button glitches. Now, I started playing Halo 2, way back in the day, like 5-6 years ago, and when I first started playing, I didn't know any button glitches at all. Zero. And as I started to develop skill and surround myself with more skilled players, I figured out how to double shot. And I wasn't very good at it, and I'm still not very good at it, but double shotting is when you just shoot your BR twice really fast, so you could kill people really fast if you could do it. Now, it was risky though, because if you messed up, the other person would probably kill you. So you had to be really good at it. And that wasn't the first button glitch I learned. It was the BXR, and it was pretty simple to do. Anybody could really do it if they just invested some time in the game. But, you know, those were the two main ones I knew about. Oh, and the BXB. But as the game started to get older, people were finding new button glitches. I believe there was one, the RRX, which is just another form of the BXR. But I think you could do it on host or off host, something like that. And people were just finding different button glitches, and it really developed the game. It really did. Now, you know, like I said, some people don't like button glitches at all. Some people did. Everybody could do them if they invested enough time into the game. Now you couldn't do all of them. I couldn't really do the double shotting, and most of the time, if you got double shotted or quad shotted, which was 2 of those back to back, you felt you felt like, what just happened to me? I died instantly. But some people had modded controllers too, so I don't know. I just felt like button glitches were just a lot of fun, and as time went on, people were finding more and more, and it really kept the game alive. So I think that's it, guys. I just had to talk about Halo 2 because I just miss it so much, and Halo 2 was a great game. I really hope they do remake Halo 2 because Halo 2 was a great game, and it still is. But I heard that they're working on Halo 2, remaking it kind of like they did Halo 1 Anniversary. But I didn't play the Anniversary, but from looking at it, it didn't seem like Halo 1. It really didn't. If they do remake Halo 2, I just want it to be the same. Maybe some tweaks here and there. But yeah, I really do hope they remake it. But if they tweak too much of it, it's not going to be Halo 2. I really do hope Halo 4 has all of the Halo games combined. Maybe it has some stuff from Halo 1. I know it has the BR from Halo 2. Maybe it has something from Halo 3. It has the armor abilities from Halo Reach. So we're going to have to really wait and see. But that's it for this video, and have a great day.